Wacherechedza, or have you noticed a certain pattern that is similar to anyone in your family? Have you checked that you're all in your family, you are suffering with the same problem? It can be anti-marriage spirit. It can be a certain sickness. It can be a certain deformation or demonic influence. Have you noticed kuti mumuri maunobva mese kubva kuna baba you struggled in a change in marriage? Your parents, they separated, your sisters and your brothers, some they've separated, some they are on their fourth or fifth marriage. Even yourself, you are struggling munga uma relationship kana munga uma marriage. Toda kuti uzive kuti zvinhu izvozvo it's not happening by accident, neither by default. Asinyamba there is a spirit that is assigned to give similarity. Chimwe chechinhu chaunogona kucherechedza uwapo hwemweya mumuri kuunza kufanana. Ndiri kuti mese mumuri mune nhamo yakafanana, mese mumuri mune chirwere chakafanana, kana kuri kurwadziwa nemaziso mese mumuri mune problem yamaziso, kana kusiri kutadza kuita vana mese mumuri you can point kuti you are 3 or 4 who are failing to conceive. Toda kuti uzive zvakare that those things, as I said, they are not happening by default, but they are happening by a spiritual influence which I am here to address and to make you intelligent. Toda kuti uzive kuti rusununguro rwako or your deliverance, it is attached by the kind of knowledge which you possess. Shoko raMwari rinotaura mubhuku raJohn, you shall know the truth and the truth will set you free. It is the truth that you know, which you are well acquitted, that will set you free. The moment which you operate in the realm of ignorance, that makes you to remain in bondage. But the moment you possess a certain truth which I'm going to deliver to you, you will be free. Are you ready for your freedom? Nzwisisa kuti mweya kana ichioperator, there are types and kinds of spirit. Shoko raMwari rinotaura kuti this kind, mubhuku raMatthew chapter number 17, this kind only goes by prayer and by fasting. Pandoda kuti ubate ndepekuti Jesu ati this kind, zvoreva kuti there are types and kinds of spirit. Many people, this is where we fail, because vamwe tinofunga kuti wakanamata ukatsanya zvezvo zvinonaka. Aiwa, ndoda kuti uzive that prayer and fasting, they are keys. Zvoreva kuti prayer is a key, fasting is a key, and not every door is opened by a single key. There are many keys that can open doors. So just on this particular verse, ari kuti kana une pfari wakatsanya nekunamata dhimoni iroro oro mhando redhimoni iroro rinoenda ko, kana iwe une dambudziko rekusarohwa rekushaya mari wakatsanya wakanamata dhimoni rinoendere, that demon it will not go, because it's only a demon repfari rinoresponda to prayer and fasting. You can also even kufananidza zvandiri kureva izvi, you have prayed and you have fasted concerning your marital settlement, and up to now you haven't married, because demoni iroro ariendi nekutsanya nekunamata. You need spiritual intelligence so that you can understand. Ngerozi ichiuya kuna Daniel, mubhuku raDaniel chapter number 10 rinoti I have come to bring you understanding of spiritual realities, of which this is where a lot of people they are missing it, because they do not have spiritual intelligence to deal with the number of spirit. Demoni ratiri kudhila naro sekureva kwataita idhimoni rinonza kufanana or similarities. I will take you in the book of Jeremiah chapter number 35 where you will meet pamazuva Joachim aiva mambo, Josiah ndo aiva mambo zvakare waJudha. Panguva iyo muprofita anonzi Jeremiah unotumwa onzi enda kuimba yavaRekabi. Waenda muimba yavaRekabi, enda mukameri yakawanda or an inner room, odedza the elders of the Rechabites, oisa magate or jars of wine owati voma. Panguva iyo paanoita izvozvo, paanovapa wine vanopindura vanoti baba wedu Jonadhabhu pamazuva ake akatitaurira kuti kana tichizogara nguva ndefu munyika muno samaRechabites hatifane kumwa wine, uye zvakare hatifane kurima minda yemuzambaringa. Number 3, hatifanire kugara mudzimba dzakavakwa nezvidhina. Takagona tichagara mumatende pamazuva eupenyu hwedu. Takagona kuita zvinhu izvi tichavararama nguva ndefu munyika dzino. Zvoreva kuti the moment which they will drink wine, and the moment which they will build houses, and the moment which they will plow wine or grapes, that is the day which they will terminate themselves here on earth, or they will die. It was a decree that was set by their forefather by the name Jonadab, and it was passed from generation to generation, that if you are Rechabite, you are prohibited to do such acts. The moment which you do that, you will terminate your life. Affect even generation to generation. If you are Rechabite, if you are going to live long, you need to abide with this thing. Right now, have you noticed that in your family, maybe you are abiding under a decree that is in the family? Murekabite waisatendera kuvaka imba, waifana kugara mutende, zvoreva kuti tende ndora kuti waisa nhasi apa, mangwana wabvisa, mangwana waisa apa, zvoreva kuti mweya wekuroja. The moment which you build house, that is the moment which you terminate your life. Zvoreva kuti uri kuona here kuti kune vanhu vakabatwa nemhepo yekuti the moment which they would build a house, avagari imba yavakavaka, they would die. Kana imba yatopa foundation, they will die. Pamazuva aJoshua achiparadza Jericho, unoita a decree kuti if there can be a man who will build these walls of Jericho, you will build it by the cost of his firstborn achitanga kuisa no kana kuti foundation kana achizopedza that is the last born. And there was a king who lived in ignorance of the decree that was made by Joshua. Achitanga kuvaka masvingo eJericho, mwana dangwe rakafa, uchipedza kuisa masvingo gotwe ndokufa. Zvoreva kuti zvoni he lived through the decree that was decreed by Joshua. What am I saying? Ndiri kuti zvimwe zviri kuitika mulife mako iva nekunzwisisa kuti zvinhu izvi zviri kuitika nyamba nekuda kwewirirano dzakaitwa mumhuri mako nemadzibaba ako. Madzibaba ako achitanga ku founder your family. Ndoda kuti uzive kuti every family it is founded based upon pachishona chinoti dzimu remhuri kana kuti a principality that oversee that family. And when that your parents they meet that spirit, they entered into certain agreements and covenants. So as kuti iwo vanofana kuita ABCD and the spirit it will do ABCD. So uchaona kuti vamwe the way which you are living right now muri kutambura vamwe muri kuneseka nelife nemaringe nekuda kwezvakawirana namadzibaba enyu nemweya iyi. It was so effect in the life of the Rechabites that they will not plow grapes, they will not live in houses that are built by bricks. They will not even celebrate. Rechabite, you are not permitted to celebrate. No, say wine in mirror celebration. The moment which you celebrate, that is when you die. Right now, you don't recall as a family the day which you met to celebrate. Each time you meet, you only meet per funeral. To celebrate, being that it's a decree in the family. It's a decree in the family. The following day you hear as the Rechabites, you were not permitted to celebrate. It was sweet by default, but it's a decree in the family. Yes, an altar is a place of agreement. Life ya some it was already decided at an altar. Na mai vake pavaka kumbira kuti mari ndipe mwana ndokuwirana mari pa altar yekuti zvoni ivo vanofana kudzosera Samuel kuzvakare kutemberi yaMwari, and Samuel achazva muprofita all the days of his life. Samuel by will angasina power to decide his destiny. It was already decided by her parent that he's going to become a prophet. The moment which he would decide otherwise, Samuel will end his life. Kude vari pano their life they were already decided by their parents by birth kuti iwewe uchawa munhu akati, iwewe you are supposed to serve a spirit. This is why they have started company upon companies and they are not moving forward. Nyamba life yako yakadecide kuti iwewe unofana kuva ng'anga, iwewe unofana kuva mufundisi, iwewe unofana kuva fambi. Ndosaka uri kutoona kuti uri kutadza kuti right now upinde mumba nekuti life yako is already decided kuti iwewe as an individual aufani kugara nemurume wakarodzwa kumweya nechekare. Ichokwadi kuti kune madzibaba who can sell even their children, who can sell even their kids into slavery. In a time or in the book of Kings you would find a prophet in the days of Elijah. Kuna mai vachichema vauya kune muprofita vanoti murume wangu aiva boka revaprofita wamaifamba naye, asi murume wangu azoshaika. Asi zvino pandufu yake kana parufu rwake kune vavakakwereta vauya to claim vana, nekuti zvinonzi pamazuva ari mupenyu ane kukwereteka wakaita vanhu ava, akwereta vanhu ava anopa vana as collector kana ndatadza kubhadhara vana munoya muchitora vana avo movaisa muuranda. Zvino vakakweretwa ya kuzotora vana. Uri kuona kuti baba vakatora mari vakaita zvavakaita not in the will yevana, vana vasingazive asi vakakweretwa. It came a time that they came to claim vana ivava. Kune vanhu vari kunditeerera right now vakatengeswa nevabereki vavo, vatora mishonga yedivisi, vamwe vakaromba vakati in exchange neurombwa uyu vana vangu vasikana avasikuru avarorwe, vana vangu vakomana they will become bastard, they will become vagabonds, avanova vadzungairi, vanova marombe. And right now we are struggling because kuti in your family or your parents they have sold you into slavery. Not to say kuti this is real and it is happening, and a lot of people they are victim of such. Listen to me, I've encountered number of cases, number of issues of people who are suffering with this. So uchaona kuti mhepo iyi andadoma chisuntanangura aiende nekuti watsanya nekunamata nekuti mhepo iri kuoperate from an altar. Yes, it's a spirit that is enforced by an altar, and it's very very difficult for you that you can cast out this spirit because it's not just an evil spirit but you are dealing with a principality. Unoziva here kuti mhepo inonzi a principality. Imhepo ine simba to an extent that it can walk or move in the presence of God. Imhepo that can even impound even angels. It happened in the book of Daniel chapter number 10 kuti Gabriel anoya achiti kuna Daniel kuti for 21 days when you begin to give yourself into prayer, I was released from the corridors of heaven to bring you an answer. But there was a prince of Persia that have impounded or that impounded me for 21 days. Listen, this is Gabriel who is coming from the presence of God. As soon as there is a demonic entity by the name a prince of Persia that had capacity even to arrest, to impound an angel of God. Are you seeing how powerful this demon it is? Nekuti kune mhepo kune mweya China inogona kutobata ndiro dzaMwari kuti adzisvike kwauri ndotopinzwa mujeri nemweya weChina. So when you are dealing with this spirit, I hit you Holy Ghost fire, because that spirit in doing Job, when the sons of God met to the devil was also among the sons of God. How are you going to deal with a demon that is able to stand even in the very presence of God? Your fire, your fire, it will not cast out that demon. Your prayers, it will not cast out because it stands in the very presence of God. How do you deal with such a demon? You can only deal with this demon by understanding legalities and laws in the realm of the spirit. Because what gives this demon power or dominance to continue terrorizing or traumatizing your life are legalities, laws, transactions, covenants that are made. And mweya iwo unoramba une kodzero nekuti mweya une ma rights, une kodzero, une ma transaction akaitwa nemadzibereka ako. Ndosa uchiona tokaonera bhuku ra Judges pa chapter number 6. Mwari vanoudza Gideon kuti kunyangwe iwewe uri a mighty man of valor. Kunyangwe iwewe Gideon, you have a capacity even to host angels. Remember that time he hosted an angel. Jehovah Shalom, an angel of God, visited him. He had a capacity, spiritual muscle, but yet his greatness he was never manifested, being by the altar of his father. The altar of his father, he had dominance no matter of his spirituality. It had dominance over his life, no matter of his spiritual strength that was able to host angels. But yet an altar of his father, it had dominance. And in order for him to release himself from that, Mary told him, you cannot come out of this unless you go and destroy that altar of your father, and you build again an altar for God. So if a person, you are going to come out from this demonic terrorism, what you need to understand are legalities. Kodzero gona kuparadza obuda pa kodzero yakapiwa mweya iyoyo vamwe by will and by right. You are not supposed to be married. Ndozo ndikureva nechikonzero chekuti wakarodzwa kumweya iwowo. Pane matransaction, pane michato yakaitwa mweya iyoyo ine wedding certificate kuti you are married and hauna kurodzwa navatorwa, wakarodzwa nevabereki vako. And this is why you are suffering to get married, because your parents, they made a transaction with spirit. Are you hearing me? So you would find but it will change nothing. It will change nothing. I'm failing to settle the momentum in my marriage, and I've gone places, but my husband, they've left me. And I told him that spiritually my eyes are open. I see an issue between you and your husband, and this issue is an issue. What is it? Yes, we have stayed for quite some time, but we are failing to have man. And what happened? Before we married, I got pregnant, and he ended up testings. They noticed with my pregnancy, it has disappeared. It has disappeared. The day which my husband came, and this is not man, and we tried for years with a man, and we are failing. And my husband, it have left me. He have left me, and I told him that the issue is a girlfriend, the issue is transaction that you were given to a certain entity. And that certain entity, it had made it by will that you will not settle in marriage. That other issue is Samuel. That Samuel, even by right, by personal right, you will not power over his destiny. You will not have power over his destiny. What he became a prophet, it was by decision of the parent. The moment which he will decide that no, otherwise I want to be a lawyer, that is the day which he will end his life. Doctors, there are people who are over qualified but yet unemployed. My doctor Marombe. My doctor who are making it, but who go beyond what was decided upon their life and they choose to become doctors and they become Marombe. My lawyers Marombe. Life in no control or my life which was already decided. And you are suffering today because your life was already decided. It's like time that you need to wake up that God will deliver you. It's like time that you need to understand these spiritual realities so that you can find your freedom. As long you cannot adhere and take and acknowledge to these spiritual facts, you remain a victim of China. The doctor B.Mpatsi, total number yangu +263 773 342029. I'm waiting for you. Marakwitire Shakanaka. Shalom.